In the bustling heart of Bangkok, amidst the chaos of street markets and glittering temples, lived a young man named Yi. He was gentle and known for his kind soul. He spent his days helping people, carrying groceries for the elderly, feeding stray cats, and offering smiles to anyone who needed one. One day, while wandering through a quiet alley, he heard a faint chirping sound and found a tiny creature. It looked like a lizard but had shimmering scales that glimmered in shades of gold and green. Its eyes sparkled with intelligence. Moved by its fragility, he scooped it up and brought it home. He named it Nok Noi, or Little Bird, because of its chirping. He fed it scraps of fish and bathed it in warm water. To his amazement, Nok Noi grew rapidly. Within weeks, it was the size of a dog. By the end of the month, it had outgrown the room. Yi moved to a warehouse on the city's edge to accommodate his ever-growing companion. Yi discovered something extraordinary. The creature was invincible and obeyed his every command. It could move with terrifying speed, climb buildings, and destroy obstacles with a flick of its tail. One evening, when a gang tried to rob a shop, Yi commanded Nok Noi to intervene. The sight of the giant dragon sent the criminals fleeing. Word of Yi and his creature spread. People started seeking his help for protection, and soon Yi found himself a very powerful man. At first, he used it for good, helping the poor, fighting corruption, and protecting the weak. But power is a seductive force, and Yi began to see himself as unconquerable. He started using Nok Noi to seize wealth and influence. The young man grew cold and ruthless. Cities fell under his command, leaders bowed before him, and his empire spread far beyond Thailand. But as Yi's heart darkened, something strange began to happen to Nok Noi. The creature, once towering and mighty, began to shrink. Its scales dulled, its roar softened to a whimper. Yi ignored the signs, consumed by his ambition, but one day, he noticed Nok Noi lying at his feet. No larger than a cat, Yi tried to command it to rise, but it barely lifted its head. Panic surged in him. He ordered the finest doctors and scientists to save it, but nothing worked. Finally, Nok Noi shrank to the size of a coin, fitting into the palm of Yi's hand. With a final feeble chirp, it died. For the first time in years, Yi was alone. Yi cradled Nok Noi's tiny, lifeless body and wept. The memories of his early days, the kindness he had once cherished, the joy of finding and caring for his precious companion flooded back. He realized how far he had strayed from the person he used to be. "I'm sorry," he whispered, tears streaming down his face. "I failed you, I failed myself." Though it was too late to save Nok Noi, Yi vowed to honor its memory by becoming the man he once was. Alone and broken, he wandered the streets of Bangkok once more, not as a king but as a humble stranger, trying to make amends for the life he had lost.